Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the secrets of the corporate world, and let me tell you this latest filing from Azitra. Incorporated is a real nail-biter. Think of it as a company trying to hold on to its membership in the big leagues, but facing a serious challenge. So, what is the big story here? Basically, Arizona ITRA is walking a tightrope with the NYSE American Stock Exchange. They've had some financial bumps, and the exchange has put them on notice, but they've come up with a plan to get back on track. And the exchange has given them a lifeline, but with a serious deadline. This all started because Azitra wasn't meeting a key rule for staying listed on the NYSE American. Imagine a club that has rules to be a member, and Azitra stumbled a bit. Specifically, it's about having enough money, or what they call stockholders' equity. The rule says companies need a certain amount of this equity, especially if they've had money troubles like losing money for a few years in a row. And it looks like Azitra has been in that situation. They got a warning card back in October telling them they were out of compliance with this minimum stockholders equity rule. Now, you might think that is it, but companies usually get a chance to fix things. Azitra did just that. They submitted a plan, a roadmap basically, to show the NYSE American how they intend to get their finances back in shape and meet the requirements. This plan is their attempt to prove they can turn things around. The deadline for them to show they fixed the issue is the 1st of April 2027. That's quite a bit of time, but it also means they have to show steady progress along the way. Think of it like a student who has to bring up their grades. They can't just cram the night before the final exam. They need to do well on all their assignments and tests leading up to it. And it's not just about reaching the finish line. Azitra has to keep the NYSE American in the loop, giving them updates every 3 months, usually when they file their regular financial reports. If they don't show they're making real progress, or if they miss the deadline, the NYSE American could start the process of kicking them off the exchange. That would be a pretty big deal for the stock. Now, here is where the company gets a bit cautious, and frankly, this is where the real risk lies. They can't guarantee that their plan will be approved as satisfactory by the NYSE American. They also can't guarantee they'll meet the deadline, or that unexpected problems won't pop up and mess with their progress. It is a big if hanging over their heads. One thing to note about Azitra is their common stock. The par value is a very small number, $0.0001. This is pretty typical for companies with a lot of stock issued. What really matters is what investors think that stock is worth. And for Azitra, the trading symbol is ASTAR and it trades on the NYSE American exchange itself. And here is an interesting point. Arizona ITRA has checked the box that they are an emerging growth company. This basically means they are a newer, smaller public company that gets some breaks on certain reporting rules, which is common for companies trying to get back on their feet or grow. They also check that they are not using the extended transition period for adopting new accounting standards. This means they are on the hook for current accounting rules, making their financial picture more comparable to established companies. Following up on this news, on the 17th of December, the company put out a press release about this whole situation. This is where they would typically try to put a positive spin on things, explaining their plan and expressing confidence. We'll assume they're trying to reassure investors that they're in control of the situation. And for those who want to read the details from the company's perspective, they've included their press release as an exhibit. This is where you'd find their official statement, often filled with careful wording about their hopes for the future. So, what is the bottom line here? Azitra is in a bit of a precarious spot. They've been given a chance to fix a financial issue that could have led to them being delisted from the NYSE American. Their plan has been accepted, but the clock is ticking. They need to show consistent improvement over the next year and a half. Now, looking at this from a broader perspective, Arizona ITRA is essentially in a period of proving itself. Their future on the NYSE American hinges on their ability to execute their plan and satisfy the exchange's requirements. The biggest risk is that they either fail to make enough progress or encounter unforeseen challenges that derail their efforts. On the flip side, if they successfully navigate this, it could be a sign of a company building resilience and a stronger financial foundation, which would be a positive signal for investors. Alright, that is our breakdown of Azitra. Its latest filing. What is your take on these numbers and what they signal for the company's future? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps. And subscribe for more deep dives. Don't forget to check out our Discord, linked in the description, the place where we dive even deeper. Thanks for watching, see you next time.